Welcome to the week that was. I'm Ed Greenberger. Joe Biden won the presidential election 3 weeks ago, yet President Trump still won't admit it. He's been spending his final months in office crying like a 3-year-old at nap time, if that 3-year-old was hopped up on Adderall and wearing Depends instead of Pampers. And there's golf. He's been playing lots of golf. What else have you been doing with your time, sir?
Dumps. They call them dumps. Big, massive dumps.
I'm going to miss the big lug. He makes this stuff so easy. By the way, in our house, we call them Trumps. This guy takes a massive Trump in the backyard every morning. The past week saw the president finally taking questions from reporters for the first time since the election, and it went pretty much the way we thought it would.
Don't talk to me that way. You're just a lightweight. Don't talk to me that way. I'm the president of the United States. Don't ever talk to the president that way.
You're the president for 50 more days, jackass. That was Trump on Thursday responding to Reuters reporter Jeff Mason asking him if he would concede. And you know, there's really only one way to respond to Trump when he says something like that.
Can you, shut up?
Yeah, shut up, butt munch! That wasn't even the highlight or lowlight of this particular press event. Check out this desk. Did White House staffers go dumpster diving behind the studio where they made the movie Elf? Did Trump accidentally annex Munchkinland instead of Greenland? We haven't seen a fat guy try to fit into something this small since Tommy Boy.
That guy in a little coat. That guy in a little coat.
For the record, Trump did say he would concede if the Electoral College votes for Biden, though he said that would be, quote, a mistake, which sounds just a little bit like something else we've heard from a powerful man who always gets his way.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Come December 14th, assuming most of the electors don't find horse heads in their beds, 306 of them will vote for Joe Biden, officially making him what people with functioning brainstems already knew he was, the president-elect of the United States. Unfortunately, there are tens of millions of Americans who worship Donald Trump like a golden calf and actually believe he's going to magically overturn the election results. One of them is lawyer Sidney Powell, who up until last week was on Trump's legal team, but got so batshit crazy that even Trump and Rudy Giuliani couldn't handle it. If this guy thinks you're nuts, you're on your way to the Hall of Fame. You're Cooperstown cuckoo. Remember, Rudy's the guy who said this.
A conversation
Truth is
about...
truth. I don't mean to go like...
it isn't truth. Truth isn't truth.
So this Sidney Powell, even after being kicked off the Trump legal team, vowed to continue the fight and, as she put it, release the Kraken, which thankfully has nothing to do with Giuliani's exploits in the new Borat movie. Now, this Kraken referred to election fraud lawsuits she ended up filing in Georgia and Michigan late Wednesday night, and they were doozies. Here's the very first line of the Georgia lawsuit filing. In the United States District Court, Northern District of Georgia. Come on, it's the 5th and the 8th word, and it's the same word spelled wrong 2 different ways. But it gets worse. Check out this page, which basically looks like Powell threw up a Scrabble board. Somehow, all this is supposed to convince federal judges there was such widespread voter fraud that at least 3 key states should be overturned for Trump, which Powell knows isn't going to happen, and Trump knows isn't going to happen, but he wants to keep his supporters on the hook because they continue to send him gobs of money for this ridiculous, pointless fight. How ridiculous and pointless, you ask? Did you see the partial recount Trump paid for in Wisconsin? They recounted all the votes in Milwaukee and Madison, and Biden ended up gaining 87 votes. The Trump campaign paid $3 million for that, or $34,000 for each extra vote it gave to Biden. And people wonder how Trump went bankrupt 6 times. He's like a bank robber who blows up his own loot.
Well, that ought to do it.
Think you used enough dynamite there, Bush?
That's actually a pretty good metaphor for what's happening in America right now. Trump is trying to steal as much money as he can on his way out and blowing up the country in the process. Let's finish up with a new segment I call Rude Remarks. These are actual YouTube comments people have written about my videos. To read them, we bring in my daughter, Sydney. Come on in here. All right. Okay, Sydney, so you've got some comments. These, again, actual comments that viewers wrote.
You're a douchebag. Get a life.
Well, that one I can't disagree with.
Dork. For real. You are truly a dork.
Did you write that one? That sounds like you.
The only thing that has been lost in your frickin' liberal mind, you're a frickin' nobody and just don't know it, so we will point that out. It is sad that scum like you have an opinion. Just remember, well over 72 million Americans think you're a worthless piece of shit. Let that sink in.
Yeah, if 72 million Americans knew who I was, I wouldn't be sitting here in my dining room doing this. All right, let's hear the last one.
Get in here, I need a back scratch.
Oh, that's your mom. Okay, I'll take care of her later. Thank you. Sydney, everybody. That's the week that was. Please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the circle. My wife says if I don't have 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month, the only thing I'll find under the tree this year is a massive Trump. Don't forget to check out my other Week That Was videos. I'm Ed Greenberger. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next week.